From the Bruce Sadler, your fast friend in the car business at Stingray Chevrolet and Bartow, Florida studios, this is the Brow Report with Matt and Bill.
Hey folks, we're live, Tuesday night edition of the show. And guess who's back? Bill's back. So thanks so much for joining us on the program. Hey, Bill's back. Oh my God. I'm so excited.
Oh my God. What's going on, brother?
I'm so excited. Aaron's off.
You know, I was gone for a couple of weeks. Got some family in. You know, my daughter came back from college, so it's kind of nice to spend some time with her. So.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. All right, so we got lots of stuff to talk about, but first, I'm wearing one of the Brower Report hats. People ask for merchandise, and so I have provided merchandise. The Brower Report hat is now available on Etsy. The link is in the Facebook live stream. We'll also have it in the Blog Talk Radio. We'll have it on the YouTube, all that stuff. It's on Instagram. It's on Facebook. So get your limited edition Brower Report hat today. It's $15 special price for the initial run plus shipping. Get it now. Also, don't forget iHeartRadio, iTunes, Blog Talk Radio. Get the podcast. Get the YouTube. We love y'all. Almost 6,000 Instagram followers. Almost 59,000 followers on Facebook. Y'all make this happen every day. So support us as we give you the news and views that you can use on a daily basis. All right, so let's get to it. The House plans to take its first formal vote Thursday on the impeachment inquiry into President Trump. Democratic leaders said Monday, ushering in a new phase as they prepare to go public with their investigation into the dealings with Ukraine. Democrats described the vote, which will come more than a month after they launched the inquiry, as a necessary step to lay out the rules for conducting it in public, rather than a response to accusations from Republicans in the White House that the process has violated precedents and denied the president due process rights. It marks a shift for Democrats who have resisted for weeks the idea of holding a vote on the impeachment inquiry, arguing that doing so was unnecessary to authorize their work and privately worrying that doing so could put politically vulnerable Democrats in a difficult position. What, you mean getting rammed from behind by Trump? I mean, come on, guys. Bill, I know you got lots of thoughts on this, man. What's up?
Oh my God, dude! Did you read? I mean, this thing's a piece of dumpster fire. I swear to God, it does nothing. Did you read the whole text? And do you have the gist of the text that was going on? Basically, right now it's a kangaroo court, right? Everything's hidden. And what the Republicans are wanting, and which would be fair, would be able to call their own witnesses, subpoena whoever they want, ask questions, have the president's attorney involved. Well, this bill kind of looks like that provides some of that protections for the president. It's still all up to Adam Schiff. Everything's still in the intelligence community. And as a ranking member wants to, call witnesses and things, they have to go by Adam Schiff. And Adam Schiff is going to have to determine if they're relevant to the investigation. So there's no change in anything that's happening at all.
It's the same old thing.
The mainstream media.
It's the same.
No, people are going to believe this shit. It's crazy.
It's absolute madness and chaos. I mean, think about it. The Republicans went in there, storming in, because they're having secret meetings in the House. You can't just have secret meetings like that. If they really had something on Trump, and here's the thing, Trump tweeted the other day, "Where's the whistleblower now? You won't bring the whistleblower forward." Because there was no quid pro quo with Ukraine. There was no proof of this. And
there's nothing there.
There's nothing. All it is Joe Biden's made $15 million after he left office. Please explain to me how you made $15 million, Joe Biden, afterwards, and how did your son make tens of thousands of dollars a month with no damn experience in the oil and gas industry? And Democrats keep on pushing, we need green energy. Then how come all these damn Democrats get on Ukrainian gas and oil boards? I don't get that. It doesn't make any sense, and it doesn't add up. It's complete and just utter corruption at its finest.
Yeah, it's good that Mitch McConnell and the bill there, they got they have the 50 Republicans. on board in the Senate, plus Vice President Pence. So basically, they can just kill whatever gets sent over.
It's not going to happen.
Due process had to start from the very beginning.
Exactly. They're not going to impeach him. They're not.
And all this other crap. And all this other crap that was going to be in this resolution that's being proposed. Adam Schiff can actually, during the questioning, if a Republican on the committee in this supposedly public hearing asks a question that Schiff opposes, he can stop it. He can tell the witness not to answer that question.
But aren't we supposed to get to the facts?
Don't
they want the facts?
They
asked.
No, they don't want the facts.
No, they don't.
They don't want the facts. It's crazy, and it's like this Lieutenant Colonel Lindman, who's a top Ukraine expert on National Security Council, apparently. He registered apparently 2 internal objections in the House. Trump and his inner circle, retreat in Ukraine. But he said he listened in on a phone call. We read the transcripts of the phone call. There's nothing in the phone call that disturbed. There's no quid pro quo, like you said. There's zero. No, none. Ukraine didn't know about the withholding of military funds. This has been an ongoing investigation into the start of the Trump-Russia collusion hoax. So where do you? There's nothing here. So these Democrats have voted. I'm sure a lot of Democrats, especially in the Trump-heavy districts, are probably nervous as hell
They're screwed.
to vote on Thursday. And this is still not an actual. It's just a vote to open an impeachment inquiry. What about all the other shit that they listen to behind closed doors?
Yeah, exactly.
Is that all invalid? It wasn't valid to begin with because it's a bunch of bullcrap, but there's nothing he did. Now, if he did do something that was illegal, of course, we have to follow the law, but they've been saying since day one, when he came down the escalator, mocking him. Day of his inauguration, Washington Post, posts up on their headline, impeachment begins. I mean, this has been in the works since, 2016 and 17. What pisses me off the most is, conservatives and Republicans knew that this was a potential back in the 2018 elections. Nobody came out and voted. That's why the Democrats won. I mean, they voted, but they didn't take it seriously. How evil
it happens,
vile and
Bill. It
corrupt.
happens every time in these midterm elections. People don't understand, and it happens with Democrats and Republicans every time. We saw it like in 2010 when the Tea Party movement started. We remember, we were there, we were a part of it, and in the House Republicans they won. But here's the thing: when it came to 2012, then we get Romney, and nothing really happens. Then we lose the House in 18. So it happens in these midterms all the time, man. It's like you can't sit home, expect things to change. These people are elected to represent their districts and the people of their states. They are not there to do a witch hunt and get nothing done. Here's another thing that hasn't got done, Bill. Daylight savings time in Florida. Remember when that was passed? We were like, let's do daylight savings time permanent, right? We're moving the clocks back again, Bill, on Saturday night into Sunday or whenever it happens. Sunday at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m., what the hell it is. It's happening again. So the do-nothing Congress that has to approve daylight saving times for Florida have sat on their asses again. It's like the will of the people. They ignore the shit every damn time.
Yeah, they don't care.
Just do your fucking job. Just do it. It ain't that damn hard, guys and gals, or whoever you identify as this week. Just do your job. You're paid to do a job, not to do a damn witch hunt. If we did this at our jobs, folks, as normal Americans, we get our asses fired for getting nothing done. But we tolerate this shit. We tolerate it as Americans. For what? For entertainment purposes only. Right, Bill? Am I right? It's all entertainment now.
You're absolutely.
There's nothing
It's
real.
Like, it's Wonderland, dude. It's absolute wonderland how, and there's people, like I hear at work, I don't hear a lot of impeachment talk, thank God, which is good.
Yeah.
Meaning it's not really that big of a topic. Nobody's like, right before an election, everybody's like, he's good, but there's nothing like that. I don't hear anything, except every once in a while you hear a couple, knuckleheads out there just saying that he's guilty, he should be hanged. I mean, I heard a couple
but for
of them.
What? What has he done?
HR because I heard this person threat. I mean, it's.
But what has Trump done? These leftist Democrats, liberals, they can't tell us what's Trump done. He's a bad man. Like President Barack Hussein Obama wasn't a bad man. He sold guns with U.S. taxpayer dollars in Fast and Furious to Mexican drug cartels that murdered and raped and sold drugs to kids. Where was the investigation then? Yeah. Where was the investigation? Real people died. Brian Terry, Border Patrol agent, murdered with Fast and Furious guns. And guess what? President Obama still walking around buying a mansion in Martha's Vineyard right by the water. Global warming. The water's going to come up and get your house, Brock. Have you not realized it? He's walking around free today. So you can tell me that Democrats don't give a shit about your life. It's a fact. Time to grow up and wake your asses up.
And it just drives me mad. I mean, you look at California. I know we're going to be talking about the wildfires here in a little bit, but it's endless circle firing squad that they're doing to themselves.
Well, they don't like guns, Bill. It can't be a firing squad.
I know, but okay.
Maybe it's a squad of dildos.
Slingshot.
No, it's dildos. They love those things.
Yes. They have one of those big pink pussy hats and a dildo. I mean, that's
exactly
the next, if there's ever a hot civil war, I mean,
they're idiots.
We're going to be up against that.
God, they're so stupid, man. Orange man bad. What? Getting a job is bad? The best unemployment numbers in modern history has occurred. The stock market is great. Companies are making money. People are making money. People are getting off welfare. And that's bad to the Democrats because it's bad for business. Because they need people that are scared shitless every day, worried about the big bad orange man going to take something away from him. All he has really done is provide jobs to blacks, to Asians, to Latinos, to white people. It don't matter your damn color. Kanye West is making Christian music now. Holy shit. The world is turning upside down. That's how weird this world's become.
Oh. And I hated Kanye West back when Katrina hit, when he said that, George Bush does not like black people. I was like, I hated that dude. Now I'm like, I love him. I mean, he speaks.
But remember, people have a change of heart. You don't see people on the right turning left. You see people on the left turning right. Have you noticed that, Bill? It's a pretty it's a pretty solid thing that you see. You don't see conservatives say, I'm going to become an ultra-left liberal now. The ice caps are melting. It's all America's fault. Greta's right. Greta Thunberg's so right. We don't see that kind of stuff.
How dare you, Matt? How dare you?
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you talk about the sweet little innocent? She's an expert, man. She is the climate change expert.
Oh yeah, definitely fake news. Oh my God, we live in a world of the upside down. And I listen to some radio shows on the internet. It's like clown world, with the Joker coming out, things like that. We're living with a bunch of clowns. They're in Congress, they're in the House and the Senate, and all they do is just muck it up. It's a joke to them. And the American people need to start voting these clowns out. We're going to have a story in a little bit about a complete crazed Democrat, which is going to, and I'm telling you folks, if you don't like my cussing now, wait till you get to the story with a crazy Democrat, and you're going to be like, people elected this person. So that's coming up in a few minutes. And Bill knows it. It's absolutely weird and crazy. Absolutely nuts.
And the funny thing is, until Sunday, this last Sunday, or a couple days, I think it was Sunday, nobody was reporting on this crazy ass bitch. Nobody was talking about her. Now
MSNBC wouldn't touch it. And we're going to talk about that in a few minutes. That's crazy.
And we're blamed about it. So we'll talk. Yeah.
We're the bad guys.
I think it's going to be, the Republicans are going to, we can't legitimize the craziness of the impeachment, whatever this thing is that the Democrats are doing. So they're going to do their vote. And it's still not going to be what, McCarthy sent over for, not demands, but for fairness.
Mm-hmm.
So it's still going to be the same old crap, and they're going to try to drag this out as long as they can. And I don't believe these poll numbers of Trump being 45% approval rating, whatever his numbers are.
But here's the thing: they don't tell us where these people are coming from. Who they're saying likely Republican voters. Come on, man. Grow up. They have the numbers all wrong in the 2016 election. It's like they're trying to scare people. That's what news is. It's like kind of the Weather Channel, Bill, with a hurricane. It's fear-mongering. Get them stuck to the TV. Sell the commercials. Sell the ads. Sell. And that's what news media does now. Now, we're not trying to scare people. We're just trying to educate the people what's really going on. Because we're not, this corporate entity that has to answer to advertisers all the time. We are who we are. And if they don't like us, the advertisers, they can advertise somewhere else. I can honestly give a shit. Because I care more about my country and my friends and my family and our listeners than these damn corporations that pay some of our bills. That's what I care about.
Yeah, and I think, looking at the Democratic field for 2020, you got Sleepy Joe.
My God.
He's a hot mess.
Oh, jeez.
He's a hot mess. You got, Elizabeth Warren. I mean, she probably has the best shot.
But she's
of
crazy.
Getting the nomination. But she's crazy, and it's too much money. Whenever they start talking about, during the debates coming up next year, President Trump and whoever he's up against, whenever they start, espousing this craziness,
why isn't Elizabeth
which
Warren
is not going to do anything?
Why isn't Elizabeth Warren getting investigated for her fraud?
She should be.
Using the Native American bloodline that doesn't exist in her to obtain scholarships and jobs. How was that not fraud? She can say she started all she wants. She needs to refund everything. She lied.
She's a Democrat. So they can get away with anything. They have a complicit media that is the mouthpiece of that party. And the thing is, people, if they don't look for the news themselves or actually stop and think about what's actually being said and what's actually being proposed, they'll learn the truth. But I have some, one of a real good friend that he was his favorite person in the show in the mornings, Morning Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, how do you even stand that? How do you even think that is normal? And he's like, well, it's he's reporting the real news. I'm like, no, he's not.
No.
Tell me one thing. None of them can tell you. And I know Sean Hannity talked to Carville at the I think it was last weekend or last week down in North Carolina. There was some kind of debate. Debated them and flat out asked them what crimes. Nobody can answer what crimes, and none of these candidates can answer what crimes. And none of these candidates have any platform that's going to bring America forward. It's sad whenever the tech companies are getting nervous about Elizabeth Warren. Yeah. Whenever you have Facebook and all these social media sites that are silencing conservative voices, then you get Zuckerberg up in on Capitol Hill testifying, and they're slamming him. Now, I don't know how he can now say Republicans are so bad. I'd be scared to death if I was a big tech company.
Well, here's the thing. It's like it's like any time, like Venezuela or China or any of these countries that start, free in some way, then all of a sudden they take away, they use like the media to get themselves into power, then they silence the media afterwards. They'll lock them up, shoot them, kill them, or whatever they're going to do. This is classic socialism and a communism move by these Democrats. Just look at, Venezuela is the most recent one. Chavez, he used the media, he used the unions and the poor people to get himself in. Then he silenced them all. That's what he did. He broke the unions up. Then he took the media over. I mean, that's what they do. So now Zuckerberg's in trouble.
First they came for, it's back in the, Hitler. First they came for, whatever.
Yeah.
First they're coming for their guns, but I don't have a gun. It's okay.
Then they start shooting people.
The liberals are cheering because the Republicans are getting slammed, conservatives are getting slammed, and the patriots are getting slammed. But after we're slammed and they get in power, they're going to have another victim.
But I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting for all this bad stuff that Trump was going to do. Where's all these wars? Where's the nuclear war? And here's the thing. If conservatives are so bad, why is it getting so much better? How are we holding anybody back? It's like conservatives are the tolerant ones. We're not, doing Antifa garbage, burning down buildings and stuff. We got jobs. We got families. We got stuff to do. We're being productive. I mean, these protesters, they block streets, they burn stuff down, they attack people. I mean, Orange Man bad, but where is it? I'm trying to still find where's the bad. He's done nothing to these people except for give them the opportunity to get jobs in a good economy, save money for retirement, but they don't care. They're mentally ill. Okay. I'm going to say it. They're mentally ill because this is a great economy. If you can't get a job, you're lazy as shit. There's more jobs out there than people that are unemployed. I mean, how can you not get a job? There's plenty of jobs. Stop living in your parents' basement. Get a job. Become productive. Make some money. Stop getting arrested and beating people up and getting tear gassed. I mean, vaping's cool nowadays, but I didn't know tear gassing was cool. I mean, I wouldn't want to breathe in tear gas. Ugh, it's kind of gross, man.
Maybe they're I don't know.
Living it up, dude. All right.
Speaking of burning.
Oh, Lord.
What's up with the lack of blue skies and the bustling traffic on the 405 out in California? Holy crap.
Yeah, it's a fail.
It looks straight out of a Hollywood disaster movie. And just the videos out in California, the wildfires, the videos from the firefighters. And I saw one today, and they seem genuinely scared.
I'd be scared too.
To drive into this Kincaid fire over in Sonoma County. And the sucky thing is, let's go back to I want to tie some crazy into this. They're blaming this fire on global warming, right?
Oh my God.
How about the Santa Ana winds have been going on for forever?
Before humans were there?
And yeah, when the Santa Ana winds blow, I remember as a child, hearing about these big forest fires and mudslides and earthquakes.
Bill, you cannot talk about Kamala Harris like that. You can't talk about her like that. It's not nice.
What did I say about her?
The winds are blowing. You can't say that.
Oh, she does. Yeah. Well,
she's from California.
Yeah, she has her knee pads on. She's set.
Oh, come on! That wasn't a bad joke. That was a great joke. God.
It's good.
It was great.
I didn't make fun of you.
I know, but you know how it goes.
And I'm proud that you were able to say Kamala.
I know. I've come a long way in this show. I'm reading more than ever. I'm doing a really good job here, folks. If you don't believe me, look at the past podcast. They're throwing words at me like, oh my God. I was picking up articles to read, and I couldn't read the words. It was so stupid. but we're doing much better.
It's blue skies and toward traffic. I mean, yeah, it was hard for you, man.
It was hard, man.
I mean, you go a lot. But yeah, this back to the serious situation. I do feel bad for the people in California.
Absolutely.
That's such a microcosm of what socialism in what Venezuela would look like in the United States. You got a huge income disparity. You have ultra rich, some of the most expensive real estate in the country, which is now on fire.
Yeah.
And people can kind of relate to that because you see the Hollywood stars. Poor LeBron James.
Oh, poor LeBron.
2 nights ago, he couldn't even find, not poor, I'm just talking about his home.
Oh, I know.
I don't give a shit about him.
He was uneducated.
He couldn't find a hotel.
He was uneducated on the wildfires. He should have known better. He shouldn't have been speaking about wildfires. He's not educated on them. Kind of like what he said about the general manager of the Rockets. He's not educated on the issues.
Right.
I'm like, what the hell, dude? That guy's, what a dumbass.
But yeah, it looks like it's going to be, that fire's going to be burning for a little bit longer. Hopefully Thursday, the winds are going to start dying down. But, it's only 5% contained right now. So it's not that it's going to cause a lot more damage, a lot more destruction. And, right now it's consumed about 85 square miles and about 180,000 people to 200,000 roughly are evacuated. So, it's going to be probably the new normal there because, the electric company, the grid, in these areas affected have not been updated. They need updated. And I heard a story yesterday on Breitbart last night coming out of work that the plan is it's going to take about 10 years for them to fix that grid. And that's the PG&E, I think, whatever the electric company board in Northern California.
They're bankrupt because of the campfire last year. Because their power lines caused the fire, they don't have any money. They said that the reason why they're turning off the electricity, they don't have enough manpower and people to check the lines to make sure it's okay. So now they're cutting off power to hundreds of thousands of people. And we looked at a couple things here, Bill, that are very serious issues. One is they keep building houses in high risk fire areas. They continue to do this. And they have no forestry management to take this underbrush out. The kindling that causes these fires, they don't have any plan for this. They stopped giving money to prevent the wildfires. So they have bad forestry and fire protection plans. So what do you expect?
A lot of the forestry plan, a lot of the issues. To have a good forestry plan, you're going to have, clearing of land,
control fires, things like that.
But you got all these freaking like spotted owls and probably some freaking Brazilian titmouse that's up in a tree somewhere, so they can't touch these areas that are prone and high risks for burns. And the idiots over there continue to build in these areas.
Yeah.
So it's the government's fault in California. But it's mainly the people's fault in California for electing the officials that continue down this path. And I don't understand, like you got California, you got Chicago, all these areas, these Democratic held areas, there's high poverty, squalor. California, fires.
Fires, earthquakes.
Fires, homelessness. Huge homelessness, Pop.
It's a utopia. It's a socialistic utopia of California. It's out of control.
You got your spotter under the bridge. You're good.
Yeah. So the other irony here is,
hey.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, go ahead, because I'm gonna.
Well, remember the irony here. They're talking about California new building codes. You have to have solar panels on the houses. You're like, great. If the grid goes down, I'm good. I've got my solar panels. Incorrect, because the solar panels are actually attached to the grid. The grid is turned off. Your solar panels turn off. Remember how high gas prices, $5 a gallon gas has hit California? Everybody's buying those Teslas, Nissan Leafs, all these electric vehicles. Guess what? You can't charge them because the grid's down and you can't use your solar panels. So you're screwed. They have created a situation where they're like, we're going to go solar, we're going to go green. You can't because they're attached to the grid. What the hell, man? Come on. That's the most piss poor planning I've ever seen. Is California. They're stupid, man. And it's all about socialist control. Because if they really wanted to help you get off the grid and get independent, they would. They don't want you independent. Because if they want to control you, they'll turn off the damn power. Then you're screwed.
Oh, it's easy.
And you can't put out the fires.
Russia.
Because there's no electricity for the water. You can't pump water without electricity. They're screwed.
You can't do anything. You're screwed. Yeah, watch The Walking Dead, folks. That's what it's going to be like.
That's what's... You know what? You're right. It's The Walking Dead is happening in California right now. Because they have no power. You can't stop nature. Nature will take its course. Human beings, I mean, we think we control nature? No. Nature controls you if you don't even make an effort. That's the crazy part, man.
You got... this is this little side thing, but you got talking about control of Russia in the next couple of months. You're going to be testing, shutting off the world internet for them and doing their own internal. So they're going to start controlling their
really?
News, but
the Russians?
Yeah.
The Russians. They're going to disconnect
just for their own country, just for security.
Well,
so I can't wait for that crap to come over here.
Can you blame them?
Yeah.
I mean, they're preparing for something. I mean, they're pretty smart. Honestly,
maybe.
If it's going to be anything, think about it. If they start doing something in Russia that we don't like, we can't hit their internet if it's self-contained. I mean, it's a smart move. They'll have everything internalized,
but not for the people.
Not for the people. I mean, do they really care about the people? Nah. They care about.
I'm sure, but
control.
What about their Pornhub subscription? I mean, what are they going to do?
They're going to go to Siberia and look for hotties on the tundra.
Maybe they're going to come up. They're going to take part in this new term that came up recently. I think this is going to lead into the crazy-ass Democrat story of the week. Matt, have you ever thought about me, you, and Andrew having a throuple?
Well, it is 2019, and I mean, you can identify as whatever you want to. You can be a unicorn or a horse, or you can be a jackass, or whatever you want to be. So I anything's possible, Bill. We live in a world of possibilities.
Anything's possible. So you want to talk about the crazy ass stuff?
Oh my God. Okay, so this came from an article we pulled up. MSNBC viewers were finally informed about the trouble surrounding Representative Katie Hill. Oh my God, she's a Democrat from California. What do we expect, right?
Hey, they're good at sex. They're good at sex out in California. You got Kamala Harris.
Oh yeah, working her way up.
She screwed her way up to the top.
Yep.
You got Throppel Girl. Too bad she had to resign, but continue. I'm sorry.
Oh. So, after claims of inappropriate relationships she had with staffers ignited a firestorm of controversy in the past week that led to her sudden resignation. Before Hill's shocking announcement on Sunday, the unabashed liberal network dedicated zero coverage to the allegations that Hill, who's openly bisexual, was involved in a throuple or a three-person relationship with a female campaign staffer and her estranged husband, Kenny Helslip, who has since filed for divorce. Oh my God. Even he can't stand her.
Well, he had to get Did you see the girl she was with?
I really didn't.
The most attractive person. So the husband's like, I'm not tapping that anymore. I'm done.
It's like, why am I doing this? So she was also accused of having an affair with her legislative director, Graham Kelly, which prompted an inquiry by the House Ethics Committee. After the allegations first emerged in Red State earlier this month, Hill denied the affair with Kelly last Tuesday, but admitted the following day that she had an intimate relationship with her campaign staffer, saying it took place in the final years of her abusive marriage. I know that even a consensual relationship with a subordinate is inappropriate, but I still allowed it to happen despite my better judgment, Hill wrote in a letter to constituents. For that, I apologize. I wish nothing but the best for her and hope everyone respects her privacy in this difficult time. Listen, this chick is nuts. And the people that voted for her are nuts too. I mean, come on, man. This chick is crazy. I mean, yeah, people are like, you see a chick, it's like, hey, you know what? This chick's pretty cool. But you know what? This chick is nuts. And she's from California. She's a Democrat. And, I mean, if she was 30 years into Congress, Bill, she'd be okay. Because she have a lot of skeletons in the closet on people. But she's only in, barely in her first term. She didn't have enough skeletons to keep her in. That's the problem. She went all in on crazy without having backup. So she's a scapegoat.
Maybe she ran out of dildos or something. She wanted some spice in her life.
Well, apparently she likes everything, man. I mean, this chick is something else. I mean, she knows how to party. And she was like, I think they had a video of her smoking weed with a bong with the girl, and some other weird stuff. I mean, this chick, she is stupid. She is stupid. And here's the thing. Even though Hill had been described as a favorite of the House Speaker Nancy Pelosi, the top Democrat said in a statement that Hill's continued service as a member was unattainable. Untenable? Oh, okay. I don't even know what
untenable.
that word. Okay.
Untenable.
Untenable. Man, that's a... Man, Nancy Pelosi uses big words.
It can't hold on. It can't hold on.
Yeah.
They can't risk that.
No.
Scandal with all this other crap, with the Durham report, the Horowitz report, all this other stuff's about to hit soon, and they can't have a sex scandal. So they're like, yeah, you got to go.
It's, I mean, people just need to slow down a little bit. And here's the thing: when people get into these positions of power, they become corrupt. I think this chick was corrupt getting in already, but she took it to a whole nother level. And she's like, I was in an abusive relationship with my husband, but you're still banging the dude. I mean, what? What?
Maybe she liked the rough. I don't know.
I don't know either, man, but this person just is an idiot, man. God. They say the Republicans are bad. I mean, this... Help us all, man.
Maybe she just wanted to feel good.
Oh, what, she wanted a feel-good story? We got a feel-good story. Did you know that?
What?
We got
Holy crap. Go ahead, Matt.
We got a feel-good story today.
I like this. I like this. This actually is relative. See, shit, I got your disease, Matt.
You did. I passed it to you.
I was diagnosed too. I'm sorry. It's probably a HIPAA violation. But I was just at the dentist today getting my teeth cleaned. So this is a perfect feel-good story.
It's here. All right.
Yeah.
So
I got my little swag bag. I can post pictures up later.
Swag bag. There he is, getting his freebies.
Got my toothbrush and my floss. Heck yeah, man.
Tear. All right. So you lose a tooth. You put it on your pillow. The tooth fairy comes, and the rest is history. But what happens if you actually lose the tooth? One Wisconsin principal I know, it's terrible if you lose the tooth. Literally lose it. One Wisconsin principal was not going to let an elementary school student find that out. The principal at Gillette, elementary school, wrote a letter to the tooth fairy, verifying that the student did indeed lose a tooth during the school day. As a trained principal and hobby dentist, how the hell do you... What the hell is that? You do your own damn teeth drillings or some shit with a drill? Hobby? Oh, God.
I'm a hobby gynecologist. Oh. Let me take a look. Come here.
Whoa. Here we go. Bill is a gynecologist as a hobby, folks. It's breaking news.
I identify now. Yeah, I identify that.
The article goes on and says, I can verify that there is definitely a gap in the student's teeth. And that was not there this morning when he came in. Gillette principal Kurt.
He got his ass punched in the face.
Have they watched MMA? I mean, they can verify there's teeth knocked out there too. The student apparently lost a tooth while outside playing during the recess. Please accept this letter as an official verification of a lost tooth. It provides the standard monetary exchange rate you normally use for a real tooth. And Jelly wrote, An employee of the school shared a picture of the letter on social media that received hundreds of shares shortly thereafter. Angeli ended the note in a request for compensation for his wisdom teeth that he lost in 1987. By the way,
So
folks,
now he's a hobby dentist. He's asking for freaking reparations.
he's asking for teeth reparations. You don't lose wisdom teeth. You get them cut out of your face. That's how it works.
Yeah,
you didn't lose them.
So now I'm watching the feel-good story. It's
sorry.
A great story. That's cool that this principal did.
Cool.
It's awesome.
But this story didn't add up.
He saw the kid, so he knows this child. He saw the kid this morning, full set of pearly whites. He saw him later, whistling through his gap, and he did the right thing.
Not the store gap. That gap between his teeth.
No.
Yep, Gap's not a sponsor. Oh my God.
Hobby dentist.
So he's a hobby dentist. What the hell is a hobby dentist? I mean, I need more information.
Whoever's listening,
what is a
please,
hobby dentist?
Go to the Bar Report. Post up what's your thoughts on a hobby dentist?
We're gonna put that on the poll.
If you're a hobby dentist, send us some pics.
Okay. After the show, I'm throwing a poll up. What's a hobby dentist? I need to know. I'm curious. And do we need teeth reparations from teeth lost in 1987 that are wisdom teeth? And you don't lose wisdom teeth because wisdom teeth come in after.
Now, I don't know as a child if I got all my money, and I think my mom listens to the show. So, Mom, I'm gonna start trying to calculate if I got screwed over on this whole deal with the
teeth reparations.
And there's a quarter missing back from 76.
Hey, with that interest rate, your mom owes you some money, dude.
A quarter. It's gonna be a quarter. I'm not gonna look for interest. It'll probably be
dude, you need inflation, man. A quarter back then's like $5 now, dude. What are you talking about?
That's all right.
No, you need to go for your money, man. J.G. Wentworth. I want my cash. I want it now.
Morgan.
Oh,
for the people.
I know. For the people, man. God, man. We had a really good show, folks. Remember, folks, you can get us everywhere. iTunes, Blog Talk Radio, iHeartRadio, major podcast, YouTube. Oh, and the Brow Report hat is now available. Did you know that, Bill? We have a hat.
It's a sexy looking hat.
It is.
I like the hat.
I mean, I look good in it, folks. If I look good in it, it can make you look good in it. I cannot guarantee any gynecologist visits, or if you're a hobby gynecologist, I cannot guarantee these things. But I can tell you this.
I'm a good hobby gynecologist.
You've got 2 kids. You can prove it. So $15 plus shipping and handling can get you a Brow Report hat. You can show your support for the Brow Report here on the internet, because we're here to help you folks get the news and views that you can use on a daily basis. Don't forget, folks, we're live Tuesdays and podcasts throughout the week for the news views that you can use on a daily basis. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next Tuesday night live at 6 o'clock Eastern. Good night.
Peace.